All right, Orange Shoers, we got a hurricane format for you today. Some of you might be familiar with the format, some of you might not be. So just to kind of give you a quick overview of what we're going to be doing, we're going to be pairing up higher intensity exercises with a couple of resistance exercises. And we're just going to be going back and forth on those, okay? They're going to be in pairs of 3. We're going to do 3 rounds, and then we're going to move on to the next one. There's going to be 3 circuits in total, okay? So I'm going to jump right in. Hopefully you guys are already warmed up. And we're gonna get started here, okay? So, circuit number 1, starting with the higher intensity movement, okay? We're gonna be doing some mountain climbers to get that heart rate up a little bit. So we're gonna be doing 40 reps total, 40 reps, okay? So in your mountain climber position, you guys are basically just gonna get up into a push-up position or a straight arm plank position here. Make sure you keep your chest over the top of your hands here, right? We're not sticking our butt up in the air or scooting back and having our face between our hands. We want to keep our chest over the hands, butt down. That's going to keep your core engaged. And then once we're there, we're keeping our abs tight, and we're driving our knees towards our chest here, okay? So we're going 40 total reps. Once you finish that, we're going to bring it up to the feet, going right into pulse squats, okay, guys? With pulse squats, just like a normal squat, except we're only going to come up a little bit before we go back down to our depth there, okay? It's just going to keep the tension in the legs a little bit more. It's going to give you a little bit more of a challenge, okay? So again, make sure toes are forward, about shoulder width apart here with the feet. Focus on sticking your butt straight back behind you. Sit down on those heels, and we're just trying to get those quads parallel with the ground. But again, when we come up, we're going to stop right about here and go right back down. Every time you come up, think about squeezing your butt a little bit. And once you get to 12, we're moving on. I'm gonna give you the side view real quick. Again, think about sticking our butt back. Sit down in that little chair. Butt back, up a little bit, and then right back down, okay? 12 total. Then we're gonna hit some swimmers, some prone swimmers. We're gonna be hitting the shoulders real quick here, the backs of the shoulders. We're gonna get on our stomach, okay? What I want you to do is raise your face off the ground just a little bit here, just so we're not, smashing our nose in there, but I still want you to look at the ground to keep our neck neutral, okay? So, raising up just a little bit, starting with the fingertips at the top of the head, and we're making a nice big circle down to our hips, okay? It's gonna look like this. All the way down, all the way back up, that's 1 rep, okay? So just working on that shoulder mobility, you should be burning pretty good on that one. Once you get to 12, we're back into our mountain climber position, doing our 40 mountain climbers. 3 rounds total for that circuit, and then we're moving on to circuit number 2. All right, guys, for circuit number 2, our higher intensity movement is going to be jumping jacks. We're going to stick with 40 on this one, just like we did with the mountain climbers, okay? I'm sure everybody knows what a jumping jack is, but we're just going to give you a quick little tutorial on this one as well. When the arms go up, the feet go out. When the arms come back down, the feet come back in. So we're just rocking out those jumping jacks, 40 total, okay? That's what's going to get our heart rate spiked a little bit, and we're going to bring it down a little bit with our resistance movements, okay? First resistance movement, we're gonna be doing some stationary lunges, okay? So start with more of a narrow base with your feet, and then it's a nice big step back. Make sure that back toe stays forward. Keep that knee over the top of this front ankle. Coming down, up. We're gonna alternate those legs. We're going 12 per side on this one, okay? Side view, remember, not a short step, because then we're gonna get that sharp angle on our knees. Want a nice big healthy step behind us. Coming down, and again, just switch those legs. Keep a nice upright torso. Try not to hunch over that front knee either, okay? From there, we're gonna hit the ground and do some push-ups real quick. So, same position as we did with our mountain climbers. Main thing, we don't wanna do face push-ups, right? So if you want a quick trick on how to get in the right spot before you start your push-up, what I want you to do is start on your stomach, okay? Put your hands right next to your armpits. Go about a hand's width out, and that'll be a good spot, okay? From there, keep your core tight. If we're comfortable, we're gonna hit them off the knees. If we're having trouble with that, or if we're not getting good depth, or we're really kind of having to compromise our form, bring it down to the knees, do the same exact thing. Chest between the hands. You can also bring something over to elevate yourself off the ground, whether that be a box or a chair or a bench, something that'll just increase the angle a little bit, make it a little bit easier, but still shoot for getting the chest between the hands there, okay? Hit that 3 times, then we're going on to circuit number 3. Almost done. Circuit number 3. We should feel like we're working pretty good here. We want it to be over. This last circle will probably be a little bit more of a struggle if we're working at a high enough intensity, okay? So, for circuit number 3, the higher intensity movement, is gonna be in-out squat jumps. So all we're doing is going from a narrow base squat jump to a wide base squat jump. I'm gonna start with the narrow. You're gonna do 20 total on this one, 10 of each, okay? So with the narrow base, just like our normal squat, stick the butt back, get down to parallel, then we're gonna jump out to the wide, and come right back in to that narrow, okay? 20 total. From there, we're gonna get on the ground for 2 core activities real quick. We're gonna do an alternating quadruped for our first resistance exercise, okay? On all fours, we're gonna extend the opposite limbs. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna extend my right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, okay? Main thing is not overextending this back leg because we're gonna lose our balance, we're gonna tip forward a little bit. Think about balancing a glass of water on your back. You wanna stay level, keeping the core tight, so just keep the toes a few inches off the ground on this one, okay? We're gonna go 12 per side on that one. Once we're finished, we're gonna roll it to our back, right into bicycle crunch, okay? Main thing with bicycle crunches is we wanna focus on making sure we get a good torso twist and not just reach with our elbows, right? So, once we get here, we're going elbow to opposite knee, nice big twist, and we're going back and forth. 12 each side on that one, then we're back on our feet for the in-out squat jump. Another 20, knock out 3 rounds of that, and you're done, okay? Like I said, the goal is gonna be to try to finish in under 30 minutes. So have fun with it, and hope you guys have a great rest of the day.